Hi, good morning. I'm Angie. I'm with Geology of the Soul, and I'm coming to you live on Friday the 13th. Not only is it Friday the 13th, but it's Friday the 13th with a full moon, at least on the West Coast in the U.S. I know that on the East Coast, the full moon 100% illumination isn't going to happen until the wee early morning hours of Saturday the 14th. So there have been some folks, a number of folks that have been, I've seen across social media who are commenting on the idea that the full moon is until Saturday, people. Well, 100% illumination is happening for us on the West Coast tonight. 100% illumination is happening perhaps on the East Coast a little bit after midnight. So, it's still tonight, whether our man-made dates are the 13th or the 14th. It will be happening tonight, so it's lots of fun. If you are in my Geology of the Soul Witch Spark group, we have a scrying challenge going on from now till the end of the year, and so tonight is our water scrying challenge. We're gonna all try water scrying and then report back on it and see how it goes. Should be a lot of fun. If you are in the Intuition 101 course, tonight is also the night that we're going to be doing our group spellcast for staying committed to being to doing our daily body scans. I had an amazingly awesome, absolutely fabulous time last night leading an Intuition 101 workshop last night at the 9th house here in Tucson. We had like 15 people and everybody was super engaged and involved, and it was like just absolutely amazing. I got to lead them, introduce the technique, lead them through it. I was feeling good. It was so awesome. I love that, sort of in-person workshopping with folks. It's so much fun. And then yesterday I had this idea about let's do Intuition 102, where we work with our spirit guides the entire time. And so the Geology of the Soul team is looking at leading that next spring. I was thinking, well, let's do it from mid-October to mid-November since the veil is thinnest and it's Halloween and whoa, all this good stuff. And then my team was like, Angie, just slow down just a little bit. Let's do it next spring. So what I am thinking I'm going to do is, I've talked about this before. I'm going to be offering the Intuition 101 course one more time in January or February. And then in mid-April, likely, I will run the Intuition 102, where we're going to specifically work with your spirit guides. Intuition 102 will only be open to people who have gone through Intuition 101, so that way we have everybody who is familiar with the body scans and the techniques and the ways that we're going to be using it. So I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited about all of this. It's like so cool. Plus, today is my 9-month sobriety anniversary for this go-round. I'm still keeping an eye on my birthday next year, April 13th. When I hit that, I will be at something like 16 months of sobriety, and that will officially be my longest stretch of sobriety. So I'm super, super psyched about that. For me, sobriety means not drinking alcohol. I know sobriety means a whole bunch of different things for a whole bunch of different people. And that is my personal sobriety. Good morning, everybody. We've got Liz and Fox and Katie and Nicole and Nikki and Janet and so many people coming in and saying hi. Lorianne. All right, y'all. So today our prompt is we are moving into our sacral chakra. Solar plexus. I'm so sorry. We just finished up with the sacral chakra. We are moving into our solar plexus chakra. So what the fuck do I need to know to be motivated in loving my badass self? This is the idea of motivation, of moving forward. So we're going to have 3 days of motivation prompts now. So what do I need to know about being motivated? Well, that's a very interesting card to have pulled. I mean, they're always interesting cards, right? Let me check our time. Okay. So I pulled the Wheel of Fortune. So what do I need to know in feeling motivated? Oh, I know what this is saying. This is saying that I need to be motivated in loving myself, whether times are good or bad, happy or sad, right? So it's this idea that life always ebbs and flows. So, and I've been talking about this, God, this is another thing I've been talking about for like 15 years along with the body scans. all of life ebbs and flows. And so whenever we're ebbing, which to me is like the tide going out, so emotions are ebbing, and maybe energy is drifting away. We don't have a lot of energy. We're not feeling good. We're sort of feeling depressed or angry or anxious, or those sort of like negative emotions. So when life is ebbing, it was so key to my healing for me to realize that it's ebbing right now, but it's not going to be ebbing forever, because nothing ebbs forever. Everything always ebbs and flows. So I may be ebbing right now, but I'm going to flow again at some point in the future. And so that's okay. We're just going to let it ebb. It's like the seasons. Every fall, leaves fall off the trees. Well, at least I've heard they do. In Tucson, Arizona, we don't exactly have a lot of deciduous trees. So it's the seasons. It's everything is gonna, so maybe everything is falling right now, or it's ebbing right now, or I'm feeling like shit right now. I can still stay motivated to love my badass self. Then when things start flowing again, so the tide is coming in, or it's springtime and buds are appearing on the trees, and my, say, emotional state is feeling more solid, or I'm feeling more positive emotions, or healthier, or, you know, maybe even on those days where I actually feel like a lot of like joy and beauty, even on those days, I remind myself, oh, I'm flowing, and then I will ebb again. And I have to tell myself that, because otherwise I get caught up in the flow, and I start feeling like if I start ebbing, that it's a problem, that, oh no, I've lost it, I'm never going to get it again, I'm never going to feel good again. So it's so important to me that I remember that everything ebbs and flows, so that even when I'm at the height of feeling good, reminding myself to enjoy it for right now, because I don't know how long it's going to last, and then it will start ebbing again. And that's not a failure on my part. That's not a problem on my part. That doesn't mean that things are wrong. It just means that I'm human, and I'm just like everything else on this planet that ebbs and flows. So I think it's really, really beautiful that this card has come up to remind me to stay motivated and loving my badass self, regardless of whether things are ebbing or they're flowing. And yes, Vini, you finally caught me live. I hope that you are having a fabulous day. Yes, serendipity, it's so important to remember. If we don't remember about this, you know, there's a song. I know now I'm singing the song, when things are good or bad, happy or sad. Isn't it like a 70s or an 80s song? I don't remember what it is. Maybe it'll come back to me later sometime today. So to feel motivated in loving myself, to recognize that everything ebbs and flows. I don't need to judge myself. I don't need to beat myself up, both when I'm at my heights and I'm at my lows. There we go, heights and lows. Yeah, so I look forward to seeing what your cards bring for you. Just a reminder, Saturdays I don't do lives, so I will come to you on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. and have fun with this full moon. Have a blast. All right, I'll see you guys later.